You get a major penalty. You get a major penalty. You use AFJ, major penalty.
Disqualify a bunch of videos, just like you know, in solidarity.
And then not review, a lot of the middle ones.
That's unacceptable. This episode is brought to you by Whoop. Whoop is a 24/7 health and fitness wearable that tracks your daily activity and gives detailed breakdowns of your sleep, recovery, stress, and more to help provide you with personalized insights and feedback on your health. With 140 trackable daily habits, Whoop can help show the positives and negatives of your lifestyle. Try Whoop for 1 month free and start the journey towards a healthier you. Head to join.whoop.com/mayhem to get started. We started?
Yeah,
rolling?
we've been rolling.
You've been rolling? Nice.
And
all right.
now we can start.
And now you can actually put it all out there. Yeah. We can revisit that post.
Okay.
Post right now. Not right now.
All right, not right now.
Hey, that's a cool hat.
Thanks, man.
Where'd you get that?
This is there's a golf club in Austin. Yeah, my buddy came out. He gave me a hat. Yeah. Can you tell? Like nothing really says I've kind of given up and I'm just a dad. I've got camo Crocs that I actually stole from my son.
You're wearing sweatpants when it's like 95 degrees outside.
It's not always in here.
90% humidity.
It's not always in here, and I don't got thighs like you two units. You know what I mean?
Oh,
people don't want to see that.
Yeah.
He's poor.
Look at this hairy
Yeah.
legs.
We got viewers to consider.
The hairiest legs there are.
Neither of us have big legs by any means.
No.
That's true. That's true. I was just trying to stroke your
One
ego.
of his legs has no muscle on it.
It's getting
Poor
there.
thing. Poor Rich.
It's just this left side. Lateralis just doesn't activate for some reason ever since I tore my meniscus. Either that or this chainsaw wound. I don't know.
Mine's like
Yeah,
my
it's
ACL knee is like markedly different, like in terms of the musculature and stuff.
My left one is really bad.
It used to be way worse.
Way worse.
It was
It's gotten
terrible. Well, because you even your squat out more.
Yeah.
Like when your squat was really uneven, that's when it was at its worst.
Yeah,
like,
this
was
like when I would squat, this pant leg would stay up high, and this one would be down. If you go back and look at old pictures, because it wouldn't catch. So yeah,
We got a lot to go through.
Yeah.
Do we?
Well,
here's
like chronological.
Dude, what's
order,
funny
but-
for me is like, I know what people want to hear, but it's been talked about so much. It's like, is it even worth doing? I think it is.
No.
I'm interested
Yeah.
to hear what you guys
it
have to say.
definitely is. I got several opinions.
Okay.
several.
I have the
Opinions?
same opinion, but several thoughts.
Okay, I was about to say, can you have several opinions
Well,
on one
but there's
thing?
different matters, so I have different opinions.
Yeah,
I have the
different
same opinion on several matters. Several,
Well,
yeah.
because we never do this up top, let me just get the promo stuff out of the way and say, Mayhem Athlete, for people that aren't going to semifinals, we're hulking out, all right? So if you want legs like Rich's right leg, or you want biceps like those ones that are popping out, yeah, so Hulk Out, it's going to focus on gaining muscle, getting stronger from May 13th to August 23rd. That's going to be in the Compete Masters Teens M60 End Scaled tracks. And then another big one, which is these longtime friends of mine, but it's, we're no longer only in one place. So you can now find Mayhem Athlete on Beyond the Whiteboard. So starting May 13th, you can sign up for Everyday Athlete and
won't
Competitor.
disappear off of SugarWOD.
Correct. We're not going
If you
anywhere.
have a SugarWOD account, don't worry about that. It's not going anywhere.
You got some sort of philosophical or just loyalty issue, and Beyond the Whiteboard is your jam. Well, you can now do Mayhem Athlete on Beyond the Whiteboard, which for me is cool because I've got scores in there from like 2008.
Oh, so,
Yeah, so you can see like old school. I mean,
So
there's
you
a
can see
huge
the decline
gap.
in your fitness.
Seriously,
that's
you have
crazy.
no
They
idea.
existed in like that long ago, 08?
Oh yeah, I want to
09
say
maybe?
2006, man. Like,
What?
oh yeah, it's like it's old.
That's
crazy.
cool. That one of those companies
Yeah.
survived.
Thrived. I mean, those guys are they're changing the
Crushing
game. You know Mo, right?
Oh yeah.
He's one of my favorite people to like. There's no business involved. You just call up and chat.
Like to talk.
An hour later, you're like, all right, I gotta go.
Good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Mo.
All right, man. Well,
Oh, that's it?
I mean, I can keep going if you want me to. I'll sponsor some more. This is actually okay. Fine, I will.
Because
Stick with us, guys. We're going to talk about semifinals, dumpster fires, and semifinals workouts here in a second. Everyday Hero Games, though, wouldn't be possible without some sponsorship. So we're able to reward the athletes. We're going to put them up in hotels when they come out here, which, by the way, that wrapped up yesterday, right?
Yesterday.
So
old midnight, yeah.
if you're
Josh going through all the scores.
I'm
with
not,
a
I haven't,
fine-tooth
yeah, I'm
comb.
not sure.
Tooth comb. So if
Yeah,
you're
but yes.
Gonna disqualify a bunch of videos, just like you know, in solidarity.
And then not review, a lot of the middle ones.
that is not happening. That is not happening. It'll be a great review process.
We're kidding.
Yeah, no.
So, but if you're top 2 in any of the 5 categories, keep an eye in your inbox because we will be reviewing, we will be sending invitations. But some of the sponsors, Heart and Soil, you got some of these, right?
Yeah.
So effectively, they've taken organs and they put them into supplementation
capsule
form. And I'm loving them. I mean, I can't tell you that I'm a changed man.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Is like I'm not like, oh, I feel good. I don't feel bad.
Yeah,
I don't like. You read the ingredients on them. Don't just take them.
You don't want to know.
I do. I like.
I'm kidding.
Some people. No. I'm not gonna read it out loud because it would deter people, but it shouldn't.
No,
I don't think it would. I think they know what they're getting into, right?
Yeah,
like this is the thing now, right? So,
yeah.
For example, this is the one that's Georges St. Pierre, and it's specifically New Zealand grass-fed heart and grass-fed liver, both from bovine sources. And then the whole package one is just like I've been crushing those. Yeah. The only difficult part is it's like it's a massive dose.
Yeah, it's like what
6 of these like semi-large pills, right?
All every day.
Well, as you wish, right? Like lots of people.
I've been doing
6 days.
Yeah, and you mix and match them and whatever. Like
6 capsules daily or as directed by a healthcare
3 in the morning,
professional.
3 at night. I've been doing 3 in the morning.
That's good. That's probably even better, I would say.
Yeah. And
is that what you keep in your system the whole time?
Yeah.
Hitting the colostrum.
Okay. So
you tried the colostrum one?
I've just done what's the total package? Is that the one?
Yeah. I like that a lot too.
I'm gonna get through that one.
So you guys at home.
Well, so you're getting a good amount of liver if you take both of these.
Yeah. With the code EDH10 on the website wide, you get 10% off. So super nutrient rich supplements, and yeah, they've been fantastic, and I'm really excited, especially that they're supporting the event. So huge thanks to them. And the other one, these are actually people it's hard to get it on, Rich, and I don't know why. Do you do E-stim?
Yes.
I've been E-stim in the lower back this whole time. So what I like, this is a NeuroCore, and it's just itty bitty, So it's got massive functionality, and actually there's an upgraded device coming out. But this actually, before our first off-road triathlon, my calf was all eggy, and I wore this thing like literally, 24 hours. And when I remember to put it on, I get massive results. And in my old man years, I'll literally it's part of my warm up. So I'll put.
I do like using it as well.
This is pathetic, but I put on knee sleeves before I drive to the gym, whether I'm going to squat or not, just to warm up the knees. And dude, it makes such a big difference. But then I'll put this.
Whether you're going to squat or not was the best part.
But if I hit the calves, with some E-stim, it's a much better day for my knees.
Just flushes the blood down in the calves.
I'm so hairy and I sweat so much that the pads. I go through so many pads real quick.
If you look at me, if you look closely in some of the pictures from last year, I have this knee shaved
yeah.
So I
used to do
pads on
shave here, shave here, shave here, shave here.
There's pictures and it looks like my leg's dirty because one part just looks clean, but it's actually, if you zoom in, this part's shaved and the rest of it's hairy.
You got to save it all for your mustache. Anyways, if you use their code, which is Hero Games 2024, you get all the doohickeys and thingamabobs. Remember the bundle they sent you, and it was just man, you got sandals you can put on your feet.
Yeah.
I don't think you get the sandals, but you get you get a whole bundle that comes with it, so you're getting a tremendous amount of value on top of that. They are also supporting the Everyday Hero Game, so this is gonna be a big event, dude. We got the in person next month.
Yeah, it's
finalize
really
some
fun.
of the programming for it, but
it's gonna be really cool. I've had a couple people message me and say hey, dude, these are good workouts, and I was like, yeah, I mean, we're happy with how the online qualifier is, but
we can do a lot.
It's going to be a lot cooler with in-person stuff. It's going to be really specific to Cookeville and those jobs, and so you're not going to get that opportunity unless you come here and you do it. So if you qualify, don't miss it.
I want to put you guys on the spot so bad. The coolest thing at the Mayhem Classic, the athletes were great, but you had you and your homies doing it.
Oh yeah,
that was
Will
cool.
You guys do a team?
We won't do a team. We might test the workouts for everybody. Me and him probably.
On site during that weekend would be cool.
I don't know if honestly, I didn't love the fact that we're taking away from
I get it.
athletes doing it. We'll definitely test them and do the videos for them. So I think that'll be kind of more of our contribution to it versus us actually
competing almost.
Yeah.
But the people love it.
I know, but
people love it. Just like I saw, dude, you getting goofy in the gym the other day with Fit to Serve.
Oh yeah,
that was a pretty good video.
It was pretty fun.
That was funny.
Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
If you set Rich up, he loves the comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll think about it, be like, if it's not super dumb, he'll be
If
like,
it's not,
all right, I'm into it.
like, that's a parody account.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But when we're like trying to sell something,
Yeah.
and you give me like fed lines that aren't us, I implode. I'm like, it immediately turns me off. If I know, hey, like the video we did for Mayhem Mission for BCS, like Angelo's funny video, like if we're doing something funny, I'm all in.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to like give me forced lines, it just it never works.
It's
that was a lot of
either-
improv,
yeah.
you know. Like he kind of had the ideas, and we kind of ran with a little bit of it. The proven part was my my little
People
ad
like
at
that
the
too.
end, yeah. So and proven played along with it, so it was fun.
That's good. I tried to get Jim Hensel and Justin to do like something. I wanted them to like slam me on the hood of a car and just promote the Everyday Hero games like on Friday.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, let me run it by my boss." And I'm like, "You're not gonna do that,
I don't know
are
if
you?"
they're gonna like that.
He's like, "Nah, I don't think so." I love the comedy,
We still have to do the Wayne's World clip.
dude. Absolutely.
We have some funny ones in the pipeline, but we just have not committed to them yet. So
Wayne's World was this really popular movie.
I know.
with Mike Myers,
I've
yeah.
heard I haven't seen it, but I've
you've not seen Wayne's World? You gotta
Oh
watch
my
But
Wayne's
I,
World,
but
man.
I know it. Yeah.
You gotta watch it. We watched Secondhand Lions the other night. Ben was watching it the other day at his office. Have you watched that movie ever?
No, but I
Dude.
just heard about it. Maybe it was from you guys.
Yeah, Michael Caine and Robert Duvall, and then the kid from Sixth Sense. I forgot his name. It's early 2000s. They're two uncles, and he gets dumped basically by his mom off on them. It's awesome. It's such a good movie. You got to watch it. The kids loved it.
Or maybe YouTube served me like
You guys
a
are watching
short.
this
It's on
in the
YouTube.
Office?
Yeah.
Haley
You guys were
Joel
watching this in the office. The other
Haley
day?
Joe Osment. Do what?
You guys were watching this in the office the other day?
He was watching it.
Must have been on a break.
10
Yeah,
minutes.
his
His
lunch
10-minute
break.
lunch break.
My 10-minute lunch break. Takes me a full week to watch a movie.
But the movie is awesome. I'd watched it probably 20 times when I was a kid and forgot how good it was. And the kids, like I said, they loved it because it's Robert Duvall, Michael Caine, just being kind of goofy.
Oh,
but
I
fun.
did. I saw the bar scene with Bob Duvall.
Yeah,
And he
Robert
walks-
Duvall. Yeah, where he beats the kids up.
Yep.
Where he tells the kid to drop the knife, and then he's like, "You might want to pick that up."
Yeah.
You know, it's so good. Such a good movie.
I love Robert Duvall. Well, let's do it, boys. Let's do it.
Talk CrossFit.
We gotta start back in quarterfinals, right?
I think
Before
so.
we talk
Let's
about
go back in
semifinals.
time.
Back in time.
That we podcasted a day early. Day
We
day
did,
early.
man. Yeah. So
I blame
yeah,
Scott for
I guess
everything that happened.
the last
actually.
podcast that we published was very
Different tone.
congratulatory, very different tone about the new structure of the season, how well things were going, and then
Yeah.
we everything caught on fire.
Everything blew
Dumpster
up.
fire. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't know where to start, man. I guess it really event one was
kind of like
was the first part, man.
I'll go back. Mixed emotions, I guess. You
Mhm.
know, like, hey, we do want to uphold standards. We do want to make sure things are done correctly.
Great place to start.
Great
Yeah,
place.
extreme ownership that a lot of us saw. Page's reps.
Yeah.
I think I was in the room, but you had people there that you thought were for whatever reason, right? I don't necessarily.
And that's what makes the online review process so stupid.
Yeah.
And hard. You know, like you can slow down every video and
Pause
see,
it.
all that stuff. The hard part is that we know Paige, and I hate the term, has the capacity to do the work. There's almost I don't know if Dave talked about it on his week in review, but it's almost like if you have credibility somehow with CrossFit, you've made it to. I don't know what the criteria is. You need a 24-hour defend your score period of like, hey, you're going to get a major penalty. You can show us that you can hit the reps that you've said. We won't give you a better score. We'll give you the same score, or we'll give you your new score, but your reps aren't. Like somebody like Paige, who finished 10th at the CrossFit Games, should not miss the CrossFit Games.
especially for a box step
Missed
up.
the semifinals.
Especially for a box
step up.
step up.
And that's one for me is like there's
Even semifinals, not the games. Like
The worst part about that one movement is that as much as like you and I hate a step over, you do a step over, and that problem's gone.
Yeah.
Actually, and so let's step even further back, and maybe a way to keep
Or-
it
Yeah, I'd
somewhat
love to
keep
step
maybe
up.
maybe a way to keep it like
Or
somewhat
step up.
Yeah, let's
somewhat
step up.
structured is like what went wrong, how could you have fixed it this year, and then what's Dave has said, of course there'll be things addressed, but how do you solve this for the future?
What
you
went
can't do
wrong?
away with. I've heard people say you can do away with online competition. You can't.
You can't.
It's impossible.
It's not feasible.
The underlying issue where it all went wrong is that how much is quarterfinals? $50.
Yeah.
Everyone paid the $50 to compete. You paid your $50. They didn't like your video. That's the end of story. I'm sorry. You signed up and you put yourself in that position. I had this conversation with Brian Friend, and I did not agree with him at first. I was like, that's kind of stupid. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you don't have a leg to stand on. You pay the $50. You said, I want to do this competition. I don't care how you treat me.
I got to play by your rules.
I'm going to play by your rules. That's just the fact of the matter. Every year is like this year they opened up to more people, so more people signed up. They made more money, and they could do whatever they want. It's their competition, you know. So you're going to sign up. You're putting yourself at their mercy, basically. They can do something stupid if they want. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And then you know what's going to happen next year? All those athletes that got evaded with penalties are going to sign up next year. So why the hell would they change it? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Think about it that way. Like from a huge broad, other than like, oh yeah, they should review every single video up 2 pages. I firmly agree with that. But looking at even broader is that,
or I think there's something like if you don't provide a video, you're on a scaled leaderboard.
Yeah,
like,
If you don't have a video, you should not.
Well, the
rule
this year was that if you knew you would not make a semifinal, you did not have to video your workouts. You could have a judge, and you didn't even have to upload a video. You had no video. So
So did those scores count ahead of pages?
Yeah.
There's hundreds of people.
I didn't know that. Those people should immediately be removed from in front of page.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So like if I know that I'm going to sign up and I'm going to get about 200th, this is on a CrossFit podcast. Like this is not, I'm not paraphrasing whatsoever. I watched the CrossFit podcast where they're talking about, they go, well, you don't have to video. If you know you're not making a semifinal and you're just doing quarterfinals, you do not have to video your workouts.
That's absolutely ridiculous that somebody who has a video is below people who have not defended their score of the video.
So I don't know where they stopped that review process, but let's just say, Ben, what place were you in? What place did you end in? Sorry, you were in like 75th?
Like before penalties?
Before penalties.
I think I was 77th.
Okay.
Where did you
end up?
Yeah, where'd you end
I'm
up?
66 now.
Okay, it's not as far as I thought.
Last year I was in 72nd or 74th, somewhere there, and I jumped all up to 52nd at one time and then settled out at 60th.
Oh, so you got the last spot?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they backfilled, but I got the last, like, real spot. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so issue number one.
Yes.
Like that has to be.
That's ridiculous.
You can't beat
that's
someone.
Actually, that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Like
there's people who don't even have a video that they couldn't even review. They
so
told them they don't have to
should
video.
not be behind those people.
Should not be behind those people.
So there's a solution for moving forward.
That needs to be implemented yesterday.
Yeah.
And I also think.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy to me.
And then here's number two for me is, and again, this is in the context of us accepting the responsibility and saying, hey, like maybe we should have had more eyes on it, but movements need to be universally better.
I've been preaching that for years.
Easier, yes. And your online qualifiers are that.
Why
yes.
are you?
If it's a burpee over the road, just get over the road. I don't care how you do it.
I don't care how you do it. We had them face away from the screen. That way you couldn't cheat going around the back. Like try to.
You have to think from the cheater's mindset.
You've got to think from a cheater's mindset or an opportunist mindset.
Yeah, it's not
of like,
cheating.
hey, how can I make
Exactly.
this easier? How can I make this faster?
And the judges, make it easier on them.
Make it easier on the judges, on the people
Don't
setting
introduce
it up.
brand new movements you've never done in a competition on an online competition where you're going to scrutinize every single thing that someone does.
0.1
Pause.
speed.
I think you can go frame by frame. Pause. Go frame by frame.
Oh man,
Because otherwise, I don't think anybody thinks they're like the world's worst workouts. Like they were decent. Like it was fine. It was a fine test to get the right
workouts
people
were good, minus some of those and I like a step up better than a step over in a workout.
Yeah, but in a
competition,
competition, it makes
man, it
sense
doesn't.
to
It's
do
like
the
those
over.
movements we've talked about before. Strict pull-ups, no place in a competition anywhere. Unless somebody has a good way to. You talked about having a band in front, and I didn't hate that one.
Yeah.
Push-ups should not be in a competition. No way. Like, you will not change my mind. Kettlebell swings shouldn't be in a competition. What else do we hate? Strict muscle-ups are bad.
Strict muscle-ups, they prove that.
Pistols.
Yeah, that's a personal vendetta.
And I think
But I think they're hard to judge too.
I think they're hard to.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think ring muscle-ups with the ruck should be outlawed as well.
Yeah.
Safety. But,
for
you know,
safety.
there's just movements, especially in an online, like we're saying, qualifier, no place.
Yep.
No place.
It's no place to introduce movements.
No.
At any capacity, whatever you want it to be. What was it? Well, what was the movement last year that was new? I know there was one.
V up. V up.
And that's where everyone got docked.
You can't straighten your legs unless it's on accident.
Unless it's,
or
yeah.
bend your knees.
You can't bend your knees unless
on
it's
purpose.
Unless it's
unintentional or whatever it was.
What?
And I'm actually not even clear on this, so maybe you guys do or don't know, but I even understand that they wanted to penalize for the head being down and the step up, but then
What
they just,
is
then
up
they,
with
then they
that?
just abandoned it, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody did.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is up with that? You're
That's
telling
so
someone
dumb.
you have to pick your head up on a step
On
up.
a step up where you're supposed to be looking at
Look
the box.
at the box. You have to look at the box and step up. And they would there was the same rule for our deadlifts in the team quarterfinals. I always deadlift with my chin tucked because that's how powerlifters deadlift. So I've watched videos like powerlifters deadlift. You're stronger in that position because you got a neutral spine instead of like you're always told not to do this when you're deadlifting. Do the Pez dispenser head. So I've just always tucked my chin, and I couldn't do that. I had to like pick my chin up, which is just not right. It's just not normal for me.
in a powerlifting meet, that is not a standard, right? Like
No, I mean not that I know of. You see everyone's like, if you ever watch Sam Dancer, is a good
Shoulders, hips.
He's really strong. Yeah, his shoulders come back, but his chin is like always right here because he's just stronger there. And yeah, you put your shoulders behind your hips. I don't understand why does my head need to come up? So every time I would deadlift, I would pick my head up.
So mistakes in the movements and also like, gosh, dude, like there's so many like side avenues, but also from a media perspective, you know what I mean? That you could probably address.
That's the only
like,
workout they.
That's pretty much the only. That's the only thing that I saw serious major penalties on. I mean, they've reviewed. I'm sure they reviewed the other ones a little bit
because everybody was holding their breath and they're like, okay, well maybe there's major penalties on.
But they did say
Page will shift up, but it didn't happen.
I think they did say that they are going to review one for everybody. They're going to choose one they're going to be really particular on, and the other ones
That's
they're
the
going to
one
watch.
they were particular on.
That's the one they choose.
Okay, moving on. I'll give you another one.
Please.
I didn't agree with you, but I didn't like the duration of the window. I feel like a shorter window
Oh, it's way too long.
disallows all this retesting.
Everybody
and-
tested them 2 and 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That for me that goes with
Take a workout
it takes
away.
away the spirit of the like the competition,
it's
right?
just yeah.
You're
It's
just
not,
redoing workouts. Like at first everybody's like, "Oh, I'm just going to do one a day." And then they're like, "Oh, it wasn't that bad. The workouts are as hard as you want to make them." But I
lasting
think Luke
effects
did
of
the gymnastic one like 3 times and got better each time. And so I think
they took a workout out.
I get why they did it.
Yeah.
Extending the window, more average people can do it, more time to do it. But I
It's
didn't
just
love
like,
that.
it's hard to have your hard to eat your cake and have it too. You know that's the right way to say that?
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people say have your cake and eat it too.
What did you say?
It's eat your cake and have it too. I digress. Let's move on to the next one.
Is that a British? Like,
No,
did you get that from your dad or what?
Actually, got a shout out.
That actually doesn't make any sense.
It makes the same sense, really.
Not really.
Yeah.
It's kind of
You
confusing.
can't eat
the
your
way you
cake
said
and
it.
have it too.
Yeah. But you could have your cake and eat it too, you know.
I don't like the way you say it.
Is it
okay.
T-O-O or T-O?
Oh, definitely a double O.
TWO.
Okay, next one.
Can you have 2 cakes?
The last, you can have as many cakes as
Can
you
you
want,
have
apparently.
Mountain Ops has combined my 2 biggest passions, fitness and the outdoors, as well as sourcing quality ingredients. Mountain Ops Supplements has helped me get the most out of my training sessions in and out of the gym. If you want to start taking your results seriously, I've put together a bundle of Mountain Ops products. New and returning customers save 20% on their purchase when you visit mountainops.com and use the code Froning. That's MTNOPS.com, code FRONING. What could happen if you committed 1 year to better nutrition? The RP Diet app provides a virtual nutrition coach and a year of nutrition guidance for less than $8 a month. Take the guesswork out of your nutrition. Head over to rpstrength.com and use the code Froning for a year of the RP Diet app for only $89.99. When it comes to training flooring, durability is the most important factor. With Regapol's established 65-year history, the decision for our studio flooring was simple. Made from recycled tires, Regapol floors are indestructible, durable, and easy to install, and has less smell than other rubber flooring products on the market. To purchase, go to roguefitness.com and search Regupol. That's spelled R-E-G-U-P-O-L. Get strong, grow durable, and unlock your potential on Regapol rubber flooring. Recover faster, breathe easier, and increase your endurance with Airwave's scientifically proven performance mouthpiece. If high-intensity or interval-style training is your sport, try their patented endurance mouthpiece. I opted for the Mayhem 2-pack with one of each. For podcast listeners only, save 15% of your purchase at airwave.com/Froning. That's airwave.com/Froning.
The lack of floor plans and especially the camera angle. Right, I don't know that it would have saved, and this is my home cooking and biased point of view. I don't know that it would have saved Paige, but the videos of her from the front and the videos of her from the back were completely different, and her knee looked locked out from the back. And so, for someone who decided, wow, I'm going to shoot from the front and submitted that video, I think that they had more of a strike zone. And so, without just dictate the camera angle, why not?
Yeah,
give a floor plan.
Or if they're not going to dictate it, choose whatever looks the best. Like, if it looks like shit from the back, film it from the front. I mean, I don't know. That was, and I think that's the same. That was the same point as making the window longer, so you could do it as a class, and you wouldn't have to like move your gym for all 40 athletes that are doing it. You know, I think that is the same idea.
Well,
but again,
if you look at the gymnastics workout, you had you look at Augustine, who had the fastest, which was incredible.
Which was he went everywhere.
He went everywhere.
He was on all ends of his gym.
This is true. Yeah, and so these are some, to run a large competition with that many people, you gotta you gotta pick and choose. But there was an issue because not everybody was looking at the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe the biggest one, I'm sure you guys have more. I've got my own opinions on this one, so I'll shut up for a second. But we hired judges. And again, I'll say it again. We take ownership of the fact that we have oversight and we're responsible for our own movement and the movement of athletes that are in our purview. But
that's why we brought in judges.
That's why we brought in judges. And you can't just take your foot off the gas, I guess, and ignore them. But you guys talk about having some sort of a program where this person has whatever credential needs to be, and their judgment counts and it's final.
That
you don't go frame by frame.
But I think that's
that's what we need to move towards. You know, the hard part is not everybody can have that or is available. That's available to everybody, but the ones that are trying to go to the CrossFit Games or the high level semifinals, and if they can afford that, then there should be some type of and with AFJ.
Yes,
they don't have anything with CrossFit, but there needs to be some. You know,
that's the problem. I think that they attacked those people. Could be totally wrong. It felt like,
go ahead and say it with certainty, so we can go ahead and start another
they
podcast with Dave.
They definitely attacked the people who had the AFJ there
judges,
because they don't like the fact that they are
going. You're making an absolute. You speaking in absolutes right now?
Yeah. Well, you told me
Ben Davidson it right now.
You told me to, because they don't. They're
anti-union,
right?
Aren't they? They're anti-union.
they're non-profit, right?
You're not wrong.
Their non-profit does not exist underneath the CrossFit umbrella. They're like, okay, well, here, I'll show you something. You get a major penalty. You get a major penalty. You use AFJ, major penalty.
Little PP slap.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
And Vellner, I don't know if Vellner had AFJ or not, but he runs the PFAA, right?
No, Fikowski does.
Well, he's a part. He's a part of
he's
running
also Canadian,
it.
is what you're trying to say.
He's what?
He's just also Canadian, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah. He's also a part of running that, and I haven't seen his video either. But let me speak with certainty. They went after him because of his association with that association.
I think you bring up a great point, right? And we talked about this in the
association.
I mean, it's one of those. Sorry.
No, it's good. I was talking about it with. Go ahead.
It's one of those things where we're not punishing you because you used AFJ.
We're punishing the AFJ,
but we're gonna make sure we punish you.
Well, and I think it's confusing messaging. So, let's clarify it now. I think you make a great point. I think people made the assumption, even like podcasters and they just didn't realize.
Are we podcasters? Or are we
this is your,
you
just analysts?
Are we like ex-athletes who podcast?
Are
we?
Can we
don't all fit the same bill.
Are we analysts? What are we now?
I'm not an analyst.
Besides
you are
old,
definitely
washed up.
You are a podcaster because it is the Rich Froning podcast.
That's true. Sorry.
Oh no. So people made the assumption that AFJ, because it's an organization and it seems official, was in league with CrossFit, but there is no official relationship, right? And so maybe your point, conspiratorially, they were like, we're going to smack these people down, but more likely, they just didn't recognize them as we want them to, right? Yeah. But to bridge the gap, okay, fine, you're right. Maybe not everybody has access to it. CrossFit, go ahead and make more money, put out another certification, or maybe it's like if I have my level 2, I'm automatically like
a judge,
certified to be a judge at that level that can.
Yeah, at a minimum, they don't care if you had AFJ. That's obvious.
That's what I mean.
At a minimum.
So they would have to. It seems as if CrossFit would either have to recognize a group like that or sanction their own judging league.
And with that, you still have to turn in a video, but maybe it's not scrutinized as the video's not. There's almost needs to be like you can't look at it frame by frame.
Yeah. You
have to look at it in real speed.
Time.
Agreed.
What do you think? But how would you do that? Like, could you rewind at all?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so. I think you have to watch it in real time. If you want to watch it again, you got to watch the whole thing in real time again.
Can't rewind on the judging course.
And on at the games, like you're watching it in real time. You tell them usually this is usually what happened with us. Hey, say it's squat. Hey, watch that depth. No rep. The next one. You're like, okay, and then you fix it.
Yeah,
but.
You don't have that opportunity.
You don't have that opportunity. That's what's ridiculous to me. And I don't have the answer. That's the hard part is I can't just with certainty be like, this is what we need to do. I mean, I can look at some of these things and I'm like, yeah, that's ridiculous. The fact that people, we're going to throw Paige's, give her a huge, and I'm just speaking from Paige because she's one of ours, give her a major penalty and put her behind all these people who didn't submit that's
crazy.
Absolutely ridiculous. And I didn't realize that until you guys are saying that. That's mind-blowing.
It's like you almost just add one more layer where, like right now, if I do a scaled workout in the open, I'm automatically on the scaled leaderboard underneath everyone who did it RX, even if they got one rep. You do the same thing. It's just a middle layer, which is
everyone
RX,
didn't have a video,
but no video.
Yeah, because Dave's explanation is they reviewed 1,000 videos, 17% were minor penalties, and I think 17% were major penalties, so it was like 34% math. And that doesn't constitute a re-video submission thing. And I'm just kind of like
70% of people?
Well, 34. 60 what? 64 or 66%
did it right.
Good.
Right. So, but I'm just still saying like 60-40. I don't think those are okay. 70-30.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a great ratio.
No, absolutely.
Terrible.
Yeah. And
that's a terrible ratio.
You didn't even review
other review down far enough. They literally
at
said
first I was kind of like, we got to do what we got to do, and if that's it, then sorry, but now
if you are not
in new light,
like it might be I've
flip-flopped.
This might almost be verbatim. If you are not planning on making a semifinal, you do not have to video or have a judge, which I would say somebody who Paige got kicked down to like 600 something. If I'm somewhere in the 400 to 500s,
you didn't.
Not videoing. What the heck, I'm probably somewhere in the mid 250s to 300s in the quarterfinal leaderboard. I'm not worried about making a semifinal. I'm like, oh man, I did really well.
That's crazy.
That's it, and you walk away from it.
It's like some of my homies at the gym. They just like that one workout was great for them. They had a killer workout.
Exactly.
And they're like, I'm not filming them. I got kid practice here in a second, and I'm just squeezing this one in.
Yeah, I'm a good rower, and I got long legs, so I can do step ups well. It's like
I don't like that.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
All right. I mean, I don't know how to put a positive spin on it, except that the media that we can see is Dave's week in review, and he did sort of motion towards the fact that next year there'll be major changes. I don't know what those look like.
And I've talked to him a little bit, but he says there's major changes in the funnel or in the channel. So,
and he acknowledged.
Here we go again.
I mean, it's been acknowledged, but it is. I guess the biggest takeaway for me. And I'm ever the optimist, truly. Like, it's hard to get me down, but it becomes like harder and harder to stay invested in the sport.
Yes.
When I feel like it's always like
delegitimizes it.
Just so inconsistent.
Well, not just that. It's always negative. We're like sitting here like we got some, instead of
celebrating what
was cool about it, and some of our athletes did amazing, right? And it was great to see.
Most of them did.
But it's
and Paige did, except for that.
But the talking points are, it seems to always trend towards negative, or you've got these changes, or you've got this stuff. So it's just like, damn, dude, I don't have the mental energy for it, you know?
Well, that's what's, I think a lot of people who've gotten away from watching the sport is because it's like, I can't keep up with all this.
Yeah.
That's what sucks.
Yeah, it
sucks.
It's so negative. There's always something negative going on. They're always screwing somebody, or they're kicking Corona out of the semifinals because Door's back. Like,
or I'm getting kicked out.
I backed that. I supported that.
It's just, yeah.
Oh, there's a good pivot to start talking about semifinals.
Oh yeah,
You
Henry and Chase are doing the 3-man. What day is that?
Saturday.
What is it? It's
like one day they're doing individual community
thing?
workout, like individual competition. One day they're doing 2-person, right? One day is 2-person.
The first day is individual, second day is 3-person, last day is male-female pairs.
Okay.
And so if you guys are going to Knoxville, there's still spots
Me,
available.
Chase, and Henry it's called the Mayhem Golden Oreos.
If you want to compete with Rich Froning, the Syndicate Crown might be your opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the community event. And
what's the workout? Do you know?
Yeah,
there's 3 of them.
Oh,
here, I'll read them to you.
Crippled.
It's gonna be like the invitational.
Mm-hmm.
Stand by.
Rest.
Stand by. I sent him to Castro because I'm
like
trying to get him to be my partner.
Toes to bar squat thing. There's one's a Grace Isabel or like 30 thrusters at 135 relay.
You each do 30?
Each do 30. So like I'll do Grace.
Oh,
Chase will do Isabel, and Henry will do 30 thrusters.
Okay, here we go. Workout 1. Man, I'm blowing it. I can't.
That's
open
the
this.
easiest one though.
You
I
blew
think.
it. Yeah.
But he's gonna do one.
So here we go. Workout 1. Time cap 18 minutes. 4 rounds for time. 30 calorie echo bike. 10 synchro bar muscle up and 10 synchro box jump overs. So you got a little
2-man going at the same time. Is that what it was?
I didn't read through all of them, but it was like somebody's getting a rest during all that stuff. Workout 2, a 15-minute time cap. This one's just for time. 25 synchro toe to bar, 10 synchro front squat, 25 toe to bar, 20 front squat, 25 toe to bar, 30, 25 toe to bar, 40 synchro front squat. And the last one, which I actually like a lot, which is making it hard for me and Boz to find a third partner, is it's a relay. So athlete 1 does Isabel, athlete 2 does Grace, and athlete 3 does 30 thrusters.
Which one would you do?
Isabel and Grace are both that's my jam. Thrusters are not. And so anything but thrusters.
So both of you are like, hey, who wants to do 30 thrusters? That's why
I was like, well, no, I'm like, hey, whatever our third partner is, just let them know they're doing 30 thrusters.
Make Goldie do
Neither
it.
of you guys would do it.
I thought Mills would be great at it. Goldie would be great at it.
Neither one of them biting.
Well, he's got a friend who's an officer who did something cool in the open. And so we're kind of leaning towards that. We're trying to get Castro to do it.
Nice.
But he's trying to bail out. Oh, here you go. He said, no, I can't. Too busy.
I can't.
Semifinals workouts were announced.
Yeah.
What do you think of the team workouts?
I like them.
Like them?
Yeah, I mean,
Did I see you guys testing one yesterday, you and Zoe? Kinda?
No.
You guys were
no.
running?
No, not really at all. It had some of the movements in it. No, I like them. It is what it is with 5 events and one of them being a max lift in my mind. You know, there's the 3-2-1 complex.
3-2-1 complex. Which
Like,
the individuals
are not doing.
They're
doing the 10 8
snatch
6 4 2 snatch ladder, which you guys did the 5 4 3 2 1.
yeah, but we did the 6. Or I did the 10. I tested that.
Oh yeah.
Dave was like, "Hey, test this for me," and then.
But you guys did 5 4 3 2 1 at regionals.
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
Right.
I feel like that's a good test. We are over at squatting 185.
3 people doing that.
Yeah. Relay. Like you do 5, he does 5, I do 5. That's how you guys did 4 4 4. But 2 persons still good.
It's all
Like
touch and
me.
go.
You guys did touch and go?
Pretty sure.
You did 2 touch and go at 245.
I think so.
No way.
Maybe not.
I need to watch that video. That's crazy.
Back in the day.
There's no way I could do that. Maybe I could actually.
You can even say back when I was your age.
Yeah, back when I was your age.
That'd be a Hail Mary if to do a double at 245.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was.
You could.
better,
You probably could.
Back in them days.
I think I do think at a competition I could probably do that, but I probably wouldn't though.
No.
Too risky for me.
Lay down for a week.
Yeah, I mean I just think I would miss the second one for sure, and then I'd rest too long.
Yeah.
So no, I mean I like them. Other than like a max lift out of instead of having 6 events, we have 5 events as a 2-day window, and one of them being a max lift is like whatever. We haven't done something crazy heavy yet.
Teams here says 6 events.
Not that I know of.
Event 6 for time: 15 warm burpees, 15 warm squats. Women complete 1 seated legless rope climb. Men complete 10 strict chest to wall handstand push-ups. Then you switch: 15 warm burpees, 15 warm squats. Then women complete 2 legless. The
Who
men
do you?
complete
Yeah.
15
Yeah,
strict
this
handstand
is
push-ups.
last year's workout.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm an idiot.
I was sorry for the whole time you were talking. First half of you talking.
You're right.
I was
Panic?
No, I was boiling because I was thinking the lift is going to be 2 events:
Sorry.
girls' weights, guys' weights.
This is why
Okay. Oh, it's not even on there.
2024 workouts have not been posted. Guys.
It's on.
I have 'em on.
It's on
their
Instagram. Yeah.
I was boiling thinking of with the thought of women's lift total is going to be an event, men's lift total is going to be an event. Gosh, you were scaring me. Event 1, 30 rope climbs, 120 wall-facing handstand push-ups, 150 calories on the Echo bike, 48-foot handstand walk each. The first 3 movements, reps are split. However, non-working athletes must hold the worm. So
I don't love those that the athletes must hold the worm and only
Yeah.
one person working. I'll just go ahead. That's the only
the 2
workout I
people
look
working
at.
was really hard that year. That
Yeah,
was good.
Those are good.
But to be fair, it doesn't say that it's not that way. It doesn't
No.
say that it's not like 2 people working at the same time, which I don't think with a
Synchro.
cap, I don't think it could be. But
Where are you finding that?
Instagram.
on Instagram,
Yeah, but what channel?
CrossFit Games.
CrossFit Games.
The Instagram, you heard of it?
I mean, I'm on it. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
The workouts got leaked
League.
and then immediately got posted.
I did know that.
And they posted them,
And I text Dave and I was like, "Is this true?" He's like, "Yeah."
and then
kinda
the
told
workouts
me.
came out an hour later.
And I said, "You're getting soft in your old age."
I said back in the day,
Usually
like,
he'd kill somebody. Like
in the day,
somebody's
yes.
head would be rolling.
Let me say this.
but nothing used to get leaked ever.
Ever.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
When it
Happened,
was
one,
like
happened
just
once.
him. Was it
and-
when open workout?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he fired him on the spot or something, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I think you told me that.
Waited till they showed up to the open announcement to do it
Yes.
face to face.
Which workout was that?
I couldn't tell you. I could dig it up if you want me to.
Yes,
but
yeah.
and it was like
The
I
leak
didn't.
was
I don't.
that
It didn't
small,
go.
we
It
don't
didn't
even know
go.
what he's talking about.
It didn't go far and wide, right?
Yeah.
He showed it to these people at his gym. It was a guy who did like the who's he what's it's in the production truck. He made like graphics and stuff. Showed it to people at his local box, and somehow it got to Chase Ingram, and Chase distributed it or like showed it to the right
Dave.
people.
Yeah.
But I'll say this: I don't think this one's on CrossFit. I think this one is on whoever the hell that was, because there's a circle
So
of trust,
apparently
right?
they told all the event directors, told the head judges, and told the
It's too many people.
floor personalities, and somebody,
Right. So whoever you are,
you suck.
yeah,
Yeah.
may the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your pubic hair. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
I just think that's such a boner move.
It does. It
Yeah,
sucks.
Like,
Yeah, as much as you're like,
there's
oh,
a circle.
Yeah.
The circle of trust has to expand as you want these events to expand.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so take it seriously and be like, wow, I'm being trusted with this. Why they sent it directly to Hiller, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's your motive
Yeah.
there?
No. I don't know if it was sent directly to him. He said he did get it. But he doesn't know. He doesn't know
Or
if
he
it
was
was
in the
the
chain or
direct
whatever.
source. Yeah, he's somewhere in the chain. He thinks.
I remember when we used to get tips, not tips, but like, oh, this movement might show up, and we'd get them from different training camps via somebody, and I'm just like, how do they know? We know now, but like,
Yeah.
and then it wasn't anything major.
Who was it like when you guys were walking out for double grace and somebody's husband was like, or no, it was a
Matt turned around and told me, Fraser. His judge told him, and he turned around and was just like, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Good on him.
So or maybe I don't even know if Matt told me. I think I just heard his judge or somebody who was judging him said, "It's double grace."
Like as you guys are walking out.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter at that point really at all.
No, but
But
still.
yeah, it's just like
And that's a hard one to keep when you guys are like locked in the dungeon.
Yeah.
But yeah, then all the audience has to be part of it too. But if you're part of like the crew who's like, hey, we're trusting you with this, it's important.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I'm gonna tell my friends and
I sound cool.
right,
Yeah, that sucks.
get some sort
I
of
don't
street
like that
cred.
at all.
Blew it. And
Um,
then Rory's just infested your pubes with 1,000 camel
Well,
hairs
yeah,
or
it's what,
something.
it is what you deserve.
you want me to keep going through our events?
Yeah, please.
Event 2, 3 cleans, 2 front squats, 1 jerk. The complex the individuals did a couple years ago. Nothing much there. 5 rounds for time. Event 3, 800-meter run, 15 worm thrusters. I like that one, personally. 800-meter run, 15 worm thrusters.
Yeah, and the rumor is it's actually not on runners, which I
Rumor
like
is
that.
that
I'm
it's
good with that.
Yeah.
If it was going to be on runners,
Sucks.
it'd be like watching that semifinals sled pull workout last
Yeah,
year.
that workout sucked to watch because the sled would barely move. Everyone's just jogging, riding the bike.
And here's another one that CrossFit should just get ahead of and just be like, 800-ish meter run. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, just be like, hey,
nobody cares as long as it's the same.
Each venue is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah,
exactly.
We're going to give you, some people might be running 675 meters.
Because after the 5K, you know somebody's going to be out there with a wheel. Just to be like, oh, 767 feet.
I told you.
And then event 4, male, female pair 1.
That one's pretty sorry, I just talked over you. That one's pretty close to the individual one too, right?
Yeah, they do 10 clean and jerks.
And you guys
bar. We do 15 warm thrusters.
I think you guys got the worst version of that.
Oh, really? I think I like ours better. I just hate cycling on a barbell.
Yeah, that's true.
So 15 warm thrusters is way faster, I think, than 10 clean and jerks. I don't think, and it depends. I mean,
your legs up.
It depends on who the athlete is. Me personally, I'd rather do those warm thrusters than the
Yeah, are you in the middle though?
Maybe not. Oh. If we're running together, if we're all running together and we're running at our girls' pace, I could probably do a set or two in the front.
Maybe do the second and fourth set.
Yeah.
You want a little pro tip? I know you're not your coach technically.
What's up?
I saw your little post the other day where you're like, hey, this is how I practice the warm by myself. Just pro tip.
Like that?
Well, I do, except that you're straddling it when you picked it up, and that will not work with the actual worm. Okay.
Yeah, it will. Try it.
That one.
Yeah, just give it a shot.
That one, it's
Zoe and Sam just lift you up off the ground.
It's just there's no like outside bag on it, so it's just tight on the outside. You can't really grip it.
Can't go from the side?
Yeah, you can't really grip it from the side, so I just pick it up however. It's not perfect for clean and jerks, but everything else of the worm, it's like identical. Like it feels pretty good. Like I tested a workout we did at Crash. It was burpees and worm lunge. And when I tested, I go, that's going to suck. And when we did it, it felt the same, and it sucked really bad.
We used to have those bags that were the fill bags for the worm.
Oh, yeah.
When we went from the 4 to the 6, we had some extra leftovers, and those felt just like
like your own.
Me and Tasia did one that was just we only had 2 of us at the time, and it was like 30 squats, 30 burpees over the worm. That 40-30 whatever.
40-30 thrusters, burpee over the worm.
Yeah, and it felt awful, and it was just the same.
No, and I got some more, so I think the plan is I got some for like when I'm at work, I can have my own worm and they can have their own if there's a worm workout that we want to practice, but also we can like rope them together and have an earthworm.
Oh, nice.
So we might do that. That way you got the lie detector out there. Event 4, male and female pair 1, 4 time, 3 rounds, 30 calorie row, 30 overhead squats. Into male female pair 2, 90 calorie row, 90 overhead squats. Weights 125, 185.
I like it the first half.
Well, I don't know how it's going to be done yet.
Is it synchro or is it split?
We don't know. No way it's synchro. There's no way we do 90 overhead squats and 185 synchro after 75 warm thrusters in the same day.
That's true.
I mean, that could be wrong, but that sounds crazy.
You lose some intensity there.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess, if you're splitting it, hopefully the rows will be together.
I think the row's going to be split.
See, I don't like
I just think it's going to be because they don't have any girl calories on there at all.
That's true.
You're just going to bury the girl. Like
I remember that. That makes me think of the
it's the Echo Bike deadlift, partner deadlift.
Oh my gosh,
where they did 60 or 90, right?
Yes, it was so unfair. You know how many times we did intervals to try to figure out how the fastest way to do
30,
90?
30,
and
30.
Then when we'd get to that deadlift bar, we'd just bury the girls. I love the video of Tasia dying in that deadlift.
Because she was standing around probably like for 30 seconds or more.
And then we just get buried on the deadlift. Gosh, that workout sucks so bad. I still have like.
Dude,
how did it go?
Partner deadlifts is terrible.
It was like one version was 21-15-9 because we did it. I think we did with the 6 people. We did it once, and then we did it with the did it with the 4s.
Yeah, I can't. And then,
but like one version was basically you did it. It was
you did 90 reps.
One was 21-15-9, and then
21-15.
So you did 21 cows, 21 deadlifts, 15-15-9, 9, and it was both 2 people with bikes
30,
going.
15.
The other one was. Yes, 30 cows, 15. 30 deadlifts, 15-15. And then the one that me and Tasia had to do was 90
60, and then 60. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
45 that sounds right to me. I don't know why that sounds right.
I don't remember how it was. Anyway, basically people could break it up. There was a way to break it up and do it, and then half it and do it, and then one team had to do it full.
All the way, yeah.
And it was messed up.
Yeah. That's basically the idea of that workout.
How would you guys? So who would be who on that?
Maybe who's who?
Yeah.
We don't know. We're gonna test it probably next week, and then we'll decide.
Okay.
There's a lot of different ways to think about it. Like, you want your best overhead squatter to close because there's 90 overhead squats. You probably want your better overhead squatters to close in case there's a race at the end. But you want your better leg endurance people to start because you're going back and forth, going back to the rower. Really, that race becomes who can get back to the rower and hold an aggressive pace to get back in the overhead squats and do, you know, I do a set and you do a set unbroken. We go back and hold an aggressive pace in the rower. That's the race of the first half. Second half is an overhead squat race.
You just hope the person with the best muscle endurance is not the best overhead squatter.
Yeah, which usually isn't the case. It usually is they're usually the same person.
Yeah, right.
So
The 2018 version was 3 rounds.
yeah.
30, 20 cal
Okay.
salt bike, 21, 15, 9 deadlifts.
Oh, okay.
Male-female pairs 2 was 1 round of 90, 60,
Okay.
45 partner deadlifts.
Okay. So we were on track,
Yeah.
kind of. Last workout, this one's messed up. Have you seen this?
I've seen them all, but
5 synchro muscle ups, pair 1. I'm not sure if it's mixed or whatever. 5 synchro muscle ups, pair 2. 10 worm cleaning jerks. 15 synchro burpees over the worm. 1 section worm walking lunge. And my assumption is that's at 24 feet because that's how everything's trending. So it's going to be very similar to the workout that we did last year at the games, which was 10 muscle ups, 15 clean and jerks, and a sled push.
15 clean and jerks is a lot.
4 rounds of 15 clean and jerks. That workout was awful.
When we went to Italy 2 years ago, some of the workouts were so stupid easy, like way under programmed.
Yeah.
And then there was this one that was so way over programmed. It had 4 or 5 rounds of 20 worm clean and jerks.
Gosh.
And it was like some barbell stuff, maybe some burpees, and then worm clean. And it was so polar opposite. Like one of the times it was like one person did 100 double unders. Everybody else was waiting. You did 10 worm squats. The second person did 100 double unders. Everybody was waiting. You did like, I don't remember, push press. And it took like 2.5 minutes, and it wasn't even whatever. And then all of a sudden, it was like this workout was just like boom.
At which point, Rich was like, "Hey, man, can I help you with the program?
Hey, let me help you." Yeah.
So
as a whole, our workouts are well put together. Being a 2-day competition makes me think that we're going to start day 2 with the run thruster workout, and then immediately do the row overhead squat, and then immediately do that 4-round nut smasher with the worm. So that's gonna day 1's like not that hard. Day 2 is just like a day of the games, basically. So
wait, confirmed it's 2 days. So you won't do. I thought maybe
confirmed it's 2 days.
Oh wow, I thought maybe it was a single event.
So you guys are just Friday, Saturday?
I think so. Yeah,
that sucks.
That's what we were last year, I think.
And then individuals are only Saturday, Sunday.
No, we were Thursday, Friday. They're what? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're 3 days. They have 2-2-2. They're just trying to phase us out. They're trying to phase the teams out.
All right, we got rid of the masters and teens. All right, next up on the chopping block is the teams.
Yep. We just want
what CrossFit's all about, the community and teamwork and all that.
We just want the fittest people between 18 and 34. That's all they want.
Yeah, well, happens.
Have you seen our our name is CrossFit Mayhem this year, our team name. So we made our shirt.
I can't see it. I'm old. Is that the old school logo?
Old school.
Well done. That's the original.
That's like 2012.
I like it. Yeah, that was the first shirt we ever made.
So that's what we're doing.
Looks kind of like
that is the first shirt, right?
Gothic-ish, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So we're bringing it way back.
Nice.
It's very simple, but very clean.
I like it. It's a really good shirt, actually.
You need to see if he needs to add the M, maybe just right at the bottom of it or something, just so
to
there's
change it a
branding,
little.
just so there's branding on the front.
We have
even on the back.
What do you mean on the back? On the front?
On the back, it was there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the back
All
it's
right,
there.
That's fine. Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah,
I like it.
I like that a lot.
That's the Monster Arm, right?
Shut up.
Yeah, because I sent him this picture. This is a shirt
That's it.
I took this picture when I first got it, and I put it on my Facebook, and I made the caption on it was, "I'm all about this place." I was like 12 years old. I just started going there. I thought it was so cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm all about this place. Yeah, that's our workouts. You want to go through the individuals?
Yeah, how many years are between those two shirts? 2012?
11,
12
12
years? Yeah,
12 years. 12.
Or no. I want to say we made that shirt in 2010.
You made it in 2010?
I want to say that was the original shirt. That original shirt, we had a gray one with white. And
Yep.
we had a black with white. I think me and Darren and Dave Oakes are the only ones
I know
that
the
have
gray with white. Yeah.
It looks great, but I
Yeah.
sweat way too much for it. And I'm 99.9% sure that shirt was first printed in 2010.
Dude, that's cool.
Or maybe 2009.
Little
That's
piece,
awesome.
little
No,
piece of
it
history.
would have been 2010.
It's probably it would probably sell a lot better if it didn't have our names on it.
We can just Sharpie those out on the back.
Yeah. I just thought of that. I go, that'd be really cool since no one's used that name in a long time. It'd be cool to like revamp that one.
That's cool.
If we do the CrossFit Mayhem team next year, we'll do the side.
The side,
shirt.
yeah.
The CrossFit Mayhem, like the red
Project
or the black.
Mayhem?
Yeah, the Project Mayhem shirt.
But they're gonna have you guys in uniforms, right?
No, we don't have to wear it. We are going to be given a uniform at semifinals.
Okay.
We
Oh,
don't
really?
have to wear it.
So you can wear that. Sweet.
Yep. All right. Hit us with it.
Indies, event one's similar to yours, but clean and jerks at 185. We talked about that a little bit. So you're saying this, okay, so Friday they've got 2 events.
Yes.
Second event, 5 rounds for time, 100 dubs, 20 toe to bar, 10 front squat at 225 and 155.
Workout's really hard. That's a
That
hard
workout,
freaking workout.
Yeah, I did it with box squats the other day because I'm old and my knee hurts, and it was really hard.
That's gonna be I
Granted,
like
box
that workout a
squats
lot.
are really hard, way harder.
Yeah, I like.
no.
Do we want to talk about them as we go through them, or do you?
Sure, yeah.
I'll just talk about day one.
Yeah.
I like both of them.
I do really like both workouts for sure. That 185 barbell is gonna suck for the clean and jerks.
Did I see Jorge cycling it yesterday?
I think he was doing
some intervals.
Yeah,
Because I don't know if that's the
no.
move.
it's not.
All right, so here's a question then. So we like not being on a runner, but what makes you happy for the run and what makes you not happy? Like
Who said we're not a runner?
our shuttle run's fine. He was
if
just
We're
saying
not sure. We're not sure that. Yeah, because he was hinting at it
Yeah.
being outside. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
that's
sure.
that's our thought.
If it's, I hope it's not on a runner.
Yeah.
Just
But do
boring
you
to
like
watch.
shuttles? Like if they have to
No.
keep it on a competition floor?
No.
It's got to be a long continuous.
God.
That's terrible.
If it's 800 meters in shuttles, I won't watch it.
No,
Yeah.
that'll be terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, hopefully it's a true like 400 or 200 loops or
Yeah.
anything.
A 200 loop would be cool because you see him come in,
Come
you
in.
see the lead change every time or
Yeah.
something as they come in.
I think it's a good workout. I like the fact that you've mixed kind of a endurance-y test with a little bit of a barrier to entry there at 185. I like that workout a lot.
I like that.
Overall, I like them all.
Yeah.
Like I love to run. I hate that workout because of how many clean jerks there are.
Yeah.
So if that
It's a
tells you
good-
anything,
yeah, I
it's
like the
it's a
clean and
good-
jerks, and I hate to run. So.
Yeah.
Is this in the world of elite athletes? Are these 10 unbroken clean and jerks?
No,
I don't feel like
I think
it
it's
is.
singles all
Good
time.
luck
Yeah.
if they do.
I
But
think it's singles all time, because I had this conversation with one of the athletes practicing it in a version like you can lose so much time on both of those movements and not even know it. Like the run, you can slow down just a little bit. It may feel like a little bit, but you could be 30 seconds slower when you come in. Or on the other end, you could run too hard and come in and rest 2 seconds between every rep, 20 seconds in a set of 10. Like that adds up so quick.
I think the cost is not worth doing touch and go.
No.
The eccentric of bringing 185 down, it might win you that workout, but you're going to pay for it all weekend.
Yeah.
And I think it's not that much slower to do singles, especially if the
No.
floor is not bouncing around.
Yeah.
And with 185, it's usually a pretty good weight that settles a little bit.
Especially if it's the short collar bar.
Yeah.
Those die just a little bit better too.
Yeah, so I think the risk reward there is not there.
You can do fast singles and do really well and hold an aggressive run pace. If you hold an aggressive run pace, you do fast singles,
Just get
you're going to
on
be right next to somebody who maybe would go unbroken. But they're not going to – there's nobody – I will confidently say there's nobody in this world who's going to do 5 sets of 10 clean jerks, unbroken 185, and hold a really aggressive 800 pace. There's
So
no way.
maybe round 5. Like if somebody's if
Yeah,
you got
maybe.
if you got a
If
race,
you're in a race and you
try
feel
to
good
hang
and
on
you
to
know
the
the
finish.
workout's done after this, absolutely.
and the cap is 30 minutes. Is that crazy generous, or do you think this is?
No, I don't think it's crazy generous. It is. It may allow more.
What is that, 6 minutes a round?
Yeah.
800. I know we're not all Angelo world-class speed, but 3-something.
330,
330-ish is a
340-ish,
7 minute,
I think
or
it's
a
gonna be.
7-minute pace.
330 is a good
So
pace.
that's
moving.
fast.
Yeah. Okay. So that's
I
quick.
think that's moving.
Okay.
So yeah, you're
It can
looking
be done
at,
in
and
30
then
minutes by a lot
10
of those
is
athletes.
10 on the high end is a minute.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 5 minutes around. If you went 4 minute, if you went an 8 minute, I could even do an 8 minute mile pace and run and do 10 clean and jerks. You'd be done.
So we're looking at first couple heats, some non-finishers.
Oh yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
many non-finishers.
Yeah,
and then,
I think it's
Okay.
that's right.
Okay.
if you have a group of 40 people and 10 of them don't finish, you're probably did just right.
Yep.
The next one, the double unders, I saw people complaining, oh, they're running 2 miles and doing 500 double unders. Their Achilles are going to blow out. And you're just like, come on, man. We do more than that. Like,
yeah.
They're young. You know, if it was me, yeah, we might blow an Achilles or blow a knee. But these athletes are fine. You know, if, you know, you could move that workout to day 2 and then you have nobody to complain about any of that. So I like it.
I really like it.
Good because you got gymnastics, you got a little bit of high heart rate, and then you got to pick up a heavy freaking barbell. I
like it because all 3 of those movements you can pay for. You can strategically break all of them somewhere, or you could not break anything early and have forced breaks towards the end and really lose a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like if you went smooth, in my mind, I think the place to break it is on the toes to bar. Like you break the toes to bar up and you take a few seconds there to go unbroken on the double unders.
You pick that bar up, you need to be doing 10.
Yeah, I think so too. For me, that's really hard. Personally speaking, that's really hard. 5 sets of 10 would be really hard. But I also thought about this. Somebody who's really good at front squats may break the front squats in order to do the double unders unbroken, because somebody who maybe is like, let's say they lean towards a stronger instead of fitter per se. You break those front squats. If you go too hard on the front squats, you can pay for it on the double unders by a couple trips. And if you are somebody who knows you can get back to a barbell quick, like you can do 5 or 6 and then do 5 or 4 on the next set, you can make a short break in the middle, and then you get to the double unders and you don't trip at all, versus you do 10, you have 3 or 4 trips. That's negligible. You lost it somewhere. So you can, but I do think 10 unbroken is how you win the workout. I'll say that. I think you do 10 unbroken, break somewhere on the toes
you
bar.
do everything unbroken to win.
You think you do all the 20s, all the toes bar? I don't think you do the toes bar unbroken to win.
12-8, something like that.
I think so.
Quickish.
Who do we love from our crew for day 1?
I think Roman crushes that first workout.
Roman crushes that first and second workout.
Yeah. I think Tyler does really well on that second workout.
Yeah.
Really,
I think
really
he
well
can do well on the
workout.
first one too. He's such a good. He's a good runner. And
he's really good at barbells.
Luke will do well on that one.
Dre will crush.
Dre will crush.
Yeah.
All the workouts, I think.
Yeah. There's not one in there.
I'm biased, but
handstand push-ups aren't in there, right? Or nothing crazy, right? So Dre will be fine. Dre may qualify for the CrossFit Games.
Yeah.
Don't say that right now.
Sorry. Don't put that out there. Leave his name out so he doesn't see that. I think Luke will do well on day 1.
Yeah,
Luke will do well the whole
Luke
thing.
will do really well on day 1. That's like a really, really good day for him.
Jorge, if he gets past that run, will be all right.
I think for all the guys we have going, they're just really well at moving a barbell.
Yeah.
So I feel like with both those movements, if you're good at moving that barbell, I feel like that's the biggest part of both of those workouts. Like everyone's gonna hold around a 330 if you're gonna do well on the 800, and then who is not gonna spend, if you're doing singles, who's not gonna have those extra 2 seconds with the bar on the ground every time. And then the front squats, who's going to do all 10 unbroken and break the toes bar, have a short break in the toes bar, and do the double unders unbroken. You do double unders unbroken, it matters way more than I think people are realizing.
Seth will do well. He's been doing a bunch of barbell cycling.
Yeah.
He'll do really well in the second one. First one, I mean, he's a good runner.
But he'll for sure do good on those front squats.
Yeah, I think
he's just
both
such
of
a
those.
good squatter.
I think both of those he'll do well on. I'm trying to think of who else. That's pretty much everybody, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's here, Guy, but he'll be in South America. So
he'll bury that.
He'll bury both of those. Yeah. I mean, he's been working on running
way better.
The barbell's just not going to tax
I watch him
much.
do the front squats.
The barbell's so light on 185 for him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about the 225 front squats.
I know.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, Saturday, 7 rounds for time. 10 calories on the Echo bike, 1 legless rope climb, 10 box jump overs, 1 legless rope climb.
Just box jump over, not
just
burpee?
I thought it was burpees. Yeah, I thought it was burpees, but it's actually a better workout with box jump over.
Yeah.
There's less time between the legless rope climbs, makes them more difficult.
Yeah.
30-inch box, 15-foot rope.
30-inch box, all right.
30-inch box, 15-foot rope.
Yeah,
so
I like that. So it'll be that 14-inch rope probably because it's the regional. Hopefully it's not the up-down thing. I think we need to get away from that. But
that'll be too. I think it's too many reps.
Up and down, legless seated, whatever. Just
it's too many. 14's too many.
Just get up the rope and get down the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really transitioning.
Echo bike is so fast. 10 cals. Roman can do this and he's off of it.
Yeah. I heard
a lot of back and forth, a lot of transitioning, right?
Okay, go ahead and read the second workout, and then we'll talk about day 2, I guess.
Oh, yep. Event 4 is a straight through 400-meter row, 96-foot handstand walk, 600-meter row, 120-foot handstand walk, 800-meter row, and a 72-foot handstand walk.
I have the most thoughts on this workout.
I don't understand.
I don't understand
so
it. There
weird
needs to be
from
a
our,
wrinkle
like-
somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's there's got to be some obstacles in there.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think it's down unbroken, back unbroken, because if you read through these workouts, there's like 5 pieces of equipment in the entire weekend. I don't think they're going to have the obstacle because of the way they're not going to go super cheap on this end and then have handstand walk obstacles everywhere. Not to say
then
that
why didn't you just ship a ski erg for the final workout instead of echo biking again?
Yes, but this workout, if it is, in my mind, it's just down unbroken, back unbroken, forcing it to be unbroken. This workout would be so much better with a ski.
This workout, you think?
I think so.
See, I think the final would be better with a ski.
I think so. I think they both actually would be.
This would be devastating with a ski.
I love the idea of how hard it is with a ski.
Yeah,
Who can go, because the middle is 60 down, 60 back. Who can do that unbroken with a ski, a hard ski?
Are you saying the 60 has to be unbroken or the 126 has to be unbroken?
I think it's going to be down.
Okay.
No. I think it's down, kick down,
then
come
what about
back.
the 72? What is that distance?
I see. That's got to be the
36,
length of the floor.
36.
Like, it feels like.
I know, but you're going to have to go down,
36 down,
to a
36
line,
back
to a line,
what I think.
row, down to a far line.
Yeah.
You don't
It's
think they
just
could
so
get?
weird
I
to
feel like they
go-
could get 960. I think they get 96 feet. I feel like you're just going to go down.
What? Okay, sorry. Read the distances.
96, 120, and 72.
If it's
you're like
all
200
the way
200 some odd
unbroken,
feet.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love that. I mean, I
just
said
don't
this-
understand why you go
Why it goes-
96, 120, and
Yeah,
72.
you go like up,
There's
down.
something
Weird's going
fishy.
on there. Yeah, something's fishy there.
fishy there.
Maybe they add in an obstacle for the shorter distances or whatever, but
I wish it was like
if it's just all the way down unbroken every time, all the way down unbroken, then run back, I love that. And that would make sense why it's with row, because 120 feet after a hard ski, a lot of people
really
wouldn't
bad.
be doing that. But that'd be a great wrinkle, I think. With the row is fine, but I think with the ski would be incredible. Like there's no workouts that are, it's complementary movements, right? 2 things that like kind of conflict with each other. And then what's the opposite? What's like antagonist movements like Fran?
Yeah.
So those right?
would be complementary, right?
Those would be. I think it's the opposite.
Yeah,
I thought it was complementary.
Fran is you're basically push pull.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking press or like
Yes.
interference.
Yes, interference. Yeah. I like the idea of the interference with the ski.
We do a lot of that,
and the
so.
handstand walk. Yeah, exactly. But there's none of that. There's not really much of that going on in these events, and I think
it's more intensity, more
like especially the one before that. You have bike, box jump over, and the legless. Like the legless and those bike box jump. If you look at it that perspective, those 2 movements, they don't conflict at all.
Yeah.
And what I heard is the legless are easier than they should be.
Yeah.
Which I hate.
Yeah, because there's no Scott is like his take is why is there never a hard legless workout? You know, why is the legless never the feature in the workout?
Yeah. If it was,
Well, and 15 feet is like, it's like the year that Easy was just jumping and touching, right?
Yeah.
well, that's how they do
That's
it
a
in regionals,
14-6,
though,
yeah.
semifinals or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what they do, just because of the rig, I
Right.
guess. But when you get to the games, you get the 20-foot rope. That's when like shit gets
That's
real.
when it gets real.
Because I think we did our seated legless. I want to say it was at least 15, maybe 18. It was like really hard at the games, and that's coming from me. And I like legless.
Yeah.
I can't make any sense of the numbers. It's so weird, that handstand walk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basketball court's like 94-ish feet.
Well, the sections are 24 feet, I think, and then there's like half sections of 12.
I was about to say, so
there's
you
like
have
12s.
36. That's where the 72 comes in.
36, 36.
The 120.
60, 60.
Yeah.
And then that would be the full length of the field is what I'm thinking. Down 60, come back 60, and then the last one's 96.
The first one's 96. It was
So
96,
it's intervals of
96,
12.
120, 72.
Yeah. So you have intervals
And
of
it's
12.
The row is 864?
468.
468.
8.
I like that too.
8. Okay. So the last row is the longest one. It's confusing.
The race, I think a lot of people are going to think that this is a row sprint. The race is the way it is written right now. With its, I'm assuming you can kick down wherever you want.
Don't assume.
Yeah, I'm making an ass out of you and me. I assume you can kick down wherever you want. You have to row at a pace that you can get out. You don't strap your feet in. You have to be able to get out No, I mean, like, you don't tighten them down. I know that's blasphemy to you and me, which I tighten down almost every time, but something you don't tighten down and you get off the rower and you kick up. There's no reason, if he's rowing a 146, no reason I should row 142 and get up and shake my arms out, because he's already kicked up on his hands and he rowed 4 seconds slower than me. He feels better.
Yeah.
So,
what's your, this is random, what's your like competition damper setting? Like what is your comfort zone?
Depends on how long I'm rowing. So somewhere between 6 and 7.
Okay. For calories too, doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Somewhere between 6 and 7.
Yeah, you could slow down. I mean, these aren't.
You do have to
row
row quick.
Full 500 on the first one, so you look at that pace and you think, oh, I'm 2 seconds slower than so and so, but really, in all honesty, you're a second.
1.6 seconds.
Yep, and then you can hop right up and go.
Yeah, that's and like I think when it comes to mine, I think of like you or Paige or Guy, who are so fast in your hands. Why would you row faster and need a breath? Why wouldn't you just row a little slower and do your hand sprint that you can do, turn around, come back, especially if they're not unbroken. You do the Medeiros method. You go 5 or 10 yards at a time. You kick down.
Hopefully they've fixed that. But
I hate that, but you got to play the cards you're dealt. So I don't.
Cool. I hope there's obstacles. I hope because it is a cool workout, but
yeah, I like the obstacle.
Pretty vanilla.
I like the obstacle just because it's different.
It adds a lot of. It's harder.
It looks cool too.
Plus it makes it step. But that would be a cool
makes us look cool. Yeah.
Not the distances, but I mean you could do that one in like
you
quarterfinals. You know what I'm saying? Like this is semifinals.
It looks like a quarterfinals workout.
You could do 3 lengths on the 72.
Yeah.
You do 4 lengths on the 120, and then you would do
2 lengths.
2 lengths on the last one.
That sounds good to me. I like that.
I don't know.
I really like that.
And they have to be unbroken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, with the obstacle?
With the obstacle.
Ooh. I like no,
that.
Okay, but it's not as far as I was saying.
3
it's
trips, 4
feet.
trips, 2 trips, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I hope there's some sort of wrinkle. There has to be, in my opinion.
But my math doesn't work on the 48.
Yeah, but it's all there. They're all intervals of 12.
Yeah.
So you can do something with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't touch on that legless one enough, but there's not much to talk about. The legless aren't hard enough.
And the Echo Bike is
Echo Bike box jump over. That's a transition workout. It's a transition workout.
Legs might get a little blown up, but
yeah,
you might see some good crashes.
Someone's gonna fall.
There's gonna be some good crashes. Well, but those are the wide boxes, so
you have to take a stab.
Yeah.
All right, so we're bringing it home on Sunday, starting with the snatch ladder. 10 squat snatches by 2 minutes, 8 by 4 minutes, 6 by 6 minutes, 4 by 8, and 2 by 11 minutes. Men goes 185, 205, 225, 245, 265.
Did I see Brian Friend said somebody's going to finish that in 3 minutes?
No way, he didn't say that.
I think there was a podcast or something where he said somebody's going to finish it sub 3 or right around 320 or 330.
No, it had to be something different. Yeah. You and Fraser did it in 6 minutes.
Was it 6?
You guys were like 6:05.
Oh, okay.
He was 6:03 or 6:05.
It was all singles. I was in my garage. My shit I watched it the other day.
There's no way someone beats it to you guys went 3 minutes. There's no
That's
way.
Impressive if they do. I think Tola was like 5 something.
Oh really?
Yeah.
When did
back then?
Oh, was he he was an individual then?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, he did win that. He set the world records.
Yeah, the world record. I like that workout. I think it's a good workout.
I love that it's on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I love that it's on Sunday morning. That's the best place for a heavy test. If you want to do that kind of heavy test.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah. You're going to get, if you want games athletes, you're going to get games athletes to do a heavy snatch on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think it's a great time for that event.
I love it too. Yeah, and I love
At this point, do we think the balance of heavy weight to gymnastics is balanced?
I think it's somewhat balanced. I think
it's good.
I think if you make the legless workout a little more about the legless, then you balance it out better.
But I feel like 10 calories is not that much to give somebody that's...
I'm not saying it's biased towards the bigger guy. I just don't think it's as biased towards the smaller guy.
Yeah,
enough.
No, I would say. I think it's balanced. I think it's
pretty
really
balanced.
good. There's barrier to entry
yes.
for both parties.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Especially that first one and the second one.
They're
really good. Those are really good CrossFit tests.
And then the row and handstand walk. Yeah.
There's so much up in the air about that one.
Yeah. And then the snatch, that's a heavy man's workout, but
it's a good snatchers workout though.
It's a good movers workout.
yeah, like the people who come to mind, like someone that comes to mind that isn't a huge athlete, who's a really good snatcher. I mean, you obviously like
Not anymore.
but still
Back in the day.
Back in the day. Yeah, like you come to mind. I mean, even like Noah Olson comes to mind, who's a really good snatcher. And he I wouldn't consider him a bigger guy, and he could do well. Like, you guys are fit and you're strong, and it's a heavy snatch, and it's on Sunday, so you're gonna get a good CrossFitter on that one. You're not gonna get the heavy, strong hitter
grunt work.
Just which you might get a one or two who are just fit, trend towards strong, but you're gonna get fit people to do well.
Yeah, so fun to watch too.
That's gonna be really fun.
So fun to watch. All right, final workout: 30-calorie row. Or sorry, echo bike. Pardon me. 30-calorie echo bike, 15 muscle up, 72-foot dumbbell walking lunge. Time cap 6 minutes.
I like this workout by itself.
I don't like
I
that.
don't like that you're echo biking again.
The second time for the second year.
I get the fact that we're not shipping ski ergs and it's saving in that.
Is that like a stated reason? Or are you just saying that's the only
it's
reason you can
not
think
a
so?
stated reason.
Yeah.
But come on. What you got?
No, I don't know.
Do
I
it.
got something.
Do it.
It's not really. It's not. If this workout had heavy double unders, then muscle up, then farmer's carry lunge,
I'm
it would
down with that.
It would be a
Or ski
nightmare
erg.
and awesome to
Yeah.
watch. Ski erg would be great.
With the heavy double under,
The rogue rope.
yeah, it changes the like, hey, we don't have to ship ski ergs. I like that better. I just don't like that in 5 tests we're echo biking.
I know
twice.
I
know, like.
Sorry,
that's
I'll
why
say I know they're double undering on Friday, so that's not gonna happen.
Oh
but,
yeah. That doesn't fit there either.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to think of some other movement that I would like to see there.
Ski would be great.
Ski would be great, but then it's all well, I guess it isn't all machines because if the run is outside, it's not all machines.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
if
but
it's-
here's the deal: is we do a lot of machines in CrossFit. You know what? I actually, and this is another equipment issue, GHD there.
GHD
that
would
would be
Oh,
devastating.
GHD would be great.
Yep. Just do like 75 maybe, or
Yeah,
like
a
high
hard,
number.
unbroken set that almost everybody can do. 75 would be a good number.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know. 75 might be too many if you want to try to do the rings
dude.
unbroken.
Ah, dude.
15
See what you
muscle
got,
ups,
bro.
I know Ben knows the 30 GHD 10 muscle up. How hard is that?
So bad.
And could you imagine doing 75 and then trying to do 15 unbroken? Dude, it would be a massacre.
But I like it. But once again, it's another shipping thing. What else do we have there?
GHD would be, GHD would be so good. I'm trying to think of the full grip.
Make them
trying to
dumbbell
think of
snatch
grip.
it. Dumbbell snatch,
the
bar
100,
muscle up.
and then
Well,
lunge
they're
to the
snatching
finish.
that morning. Dang it.
Gosh, dang it. They probably had this conversation.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, echo bike it is.
Yeah. Or you just double lunge. Lunge, muscle up, lunge,
Yeah.
done. You know.
Yeah.
I don't not like the workout. I think as a standalone workout, 30 calories
Yeah.
is that number that just
I understand that,
it
and-
just sucks.
Yeah.
Like it's just
you can't
not,
sprint.
You can't
20.
Roman's gonna
No.
sprint
I
it,
mean,
but
you have
yeah.
to try, but
But, like,
20 is a sprint. 30
25
is not anymore.
You're just like, oh man, and then 30 is bad. So yeah, and then we'll see what kind of lunge. I don't know what kind of lunge it's going to be. I've heard somebody said it's like mixed. Somebody said farmers. Somebody's said you could put them on the shoulders. That's aggressive.
It's
72 feet.
the problem with getting them to your shoulders, how big they are. How do you get them to your shoulders easily?
It's true.
Like, because you can't swing them between your legs, really. They're so big.
All right, we can crop this up for a poll later. Scott is vehement that farmer's lunge is easier than when you put them on your
Oh,
shoulders.
yeah. This is dumb.
Not in this workout.
Not in any workout ever.
Oh,
If the
No.
dumbbells can touch,
that changes it.
dude,
If
you
the
just
dumbbell
put
heads
them
can
on the
touch.
shoulders and you just sit here.
Yeah.
He is adamant. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, he's wrong.
Farmers is
The
harder.
only thing
And
that would
his
convince
logic is he's better than me at lunging, which he is.
He
but
is
he's
good at
also
lunging.
takes a step and a half to my one, or
Yeah.
other way around.
And his
and with
legs
the
are
monkey arms
size.
and a good grip, like the only thing that would convince me otherwise is I watched a dude do event number 1, and the way that he manipulated the dumbbells, like he had timed it so that like the swing helped him momentum up onto the
Yes,
box.
I do that.
and then they swung back.
I do
And
that,
so if
yeah.
you could work that out in a lunge to your favor,
I do that in the lunge.
Oh, you do. So
Yes.
maybe you're whoop, 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 like
Swooping them
Okay.
into the next step.
so. It's
But
giving you a little pinch, a little.
not with hundreds. I don't think you do that with the hundreds because, especially after muscle ups.
Yeah, your
Especially
grip's
after
gonna be
muscle ups,
fried.
you're more
I
worried
bet
about
they're
the legs and
farmers,
the grip.
honestly, or a single.
Single overhead.
Does it say
It
dumbbells?
says
double.
two 100-pound dumbbells.
Shit. That sucks.
Farmers is the best place for that workout.
Yeah.
It's so heavy. I just don't think you're going to get a race if you have mixed. You're not
going
going
to
to get a good race.
doing double overhead.
Double overhead
That's
with the
impressive.
hundreds? Wow. I could never
That's
do
science
that. Not in
fiction for you.
Yeah, not in a million years. I would need somebody to dislocate my shoulder.
Yeah, you do it once and never move your shoulders again.
Yeah. I need my shoulders dislocated. I need someone to scrape off like 75% of my shoulder muscles.
I'll
Loosen me up.
say overall opinions on all of the workouts, though. I like them.
Yeah.
Classic CrossFit, back to what we all kind of fell in love with. No party tricks, no anything like that. So I like them.
The double echo bike just stands out.
Yeah,
I
it
don't like
stands
that,
out, but still the workout is still a good workout.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. I like
you
it.
think that last workout could be bar muscle ups?
No.
I think that's
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
It
you got insider information.
Doesn't specify.
oh, okay.
It says muscle ups.
Just says muscle ups.
Probably ring.
Probably
but-
ring. I thought you were saying.
Oh, no, we're doing-
programming.
Hang on. Sorry.
If they've got the
Stand
rig
by.
with the rope climb, then yeah, it could be ring.
Ours says synchro muscle ups. Ours it isn't specified either, but I think it has to be ring. 15
You guys
unbroken.
might be the ring and the bar.
That was kind of interesting last year. That was a good little mix up. We did it horribly wrong. I was doing ring muscle up. I did ring muscle ups for the first half of the workout. Before the girls did any, I had done like 24.
Nice.
It was wrong. I'm better than I'm not that much better.
All right. I don't have anything else.
Is that it?
Yeah, man. I mean, unless you want to just tell the people what to buy and do
Where
all
to buy it.
do all your things, where to buy it.
Yeah, I mean,
Certainly, obviously, your shirt. When does that drop?
I don't know. I don't know when that's coming out.
All right, so we'll keep an eye out for your shirt.
Yeah.
Goes to support the team.
Well, yeah, I'll put it on my Instagram and maybe we'll talk about it in another podcast,
Cool.
possibly. Yeah, support my team. Send us to semifinals and the games.
Saw Sam got a turkey.
Yes.
Sam,
Congrats, Sam.
Sam, Matt,
Bird.
Oh, yeah, where'd they go?
Ryan,
Jones.
New York.
New York. That's random. Never would have
Upstate
thought.
New York.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, Jones and Brian go.
They go
decent
pretty
amount.
regularly. Yeah.
Yeah, they go. I think the last few years they've went. There's just always good birds there.
Cool.
Yeah, they killed some good turkey. How come you didn't go? You didn't work out?
Trice was supposed to have 2 games. Lake was supposed to have 2 games, and I didn't want to miss them, and all of them got rained out.
Great.
And we're going to Europe next week,
Oh, yeah.
so I didn't want to leave the kids twice. So
How long are you going to be gone in Europe?
Almost 10 days.
10 days.
Yeah.
Gross.
Just don't like being gone that long.
Yeah, 10 days is a long time.
So,
Across
but
the world.
Europe,
It'd be a cool experience.
It'll be great.
Lakeland's gonna blow
Lakeland's
our
going
mind,
to be
Oh, who's
kind
coming
of
with
a
you?
blast. Me, Hill Lake, Scott, Maddie,
Oh, cool.
and the Billings with Facundo. Facundo's the man. So, yeah, if you want to hang out with us, we will be in London. We will be in Belgium, Brussels. We will be in Paris. I think that one's still kind of filling up. The other ones are not full, but if you want to come hang out, come see us. We're doing some like Train with Rich style stuff, and then there's one in Lyon, France, which will end up there for the semifinal there. And so we'll be out and around and about and hanging out, and come see us, come hang out, work out. We'll have some fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. Yeah, I mean, people don't get Rich loves people, but you don't love to travel all the time.
love
So
to
like
travel,
if you,
so-
so if you're in Europe,
Wanna
like
miss
it's
him.
there's not a lot of great opportunities.
There's
to,
not a lot of rich going around over
Not
here.
a lot of rich
Not a lot of
going
rich
around.
going around, but there will be in the next couple weeks. So come out,
Hey.
come hang out.
For you,
Yeah,
calling me a curmudgeon about my hate on Wadapalooza,
yeah.
which is true. However,
You're bringing up old shit. Yeah,
to equal me out,
yeah.
I did go to Crash Crescendo.
Oh yeah, you loved it.
It was incredible.
Oh yeah, sorry. This is tell people.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the arrow thing.
Team competition last weekend in South Carolina, Spartanburg, South Carolina, which is a dump of a town. What?
Back to curmudgeon.
I can't say that. I can't say that.
You can say whatever you want, but you might pay the price.
Not a good place to live, but great place if you love CrossFit. Gym is really nice for sure. Really well laid out, thought out. The event in itself was incredible. Great programming. Very similar to how we would program an event. Which
it looked like something similar to the workouts
probably
we've done in a while.
Which is a little unfair coming from me because it's stuff that I would like to write. So, of course, I liked it. But
you finally met JR in person.
Yes. No, we had met one time at Wadapalooza. I forgot about that.
Oh, okay.
Very, very briefly.
You block all that out.
What?
You block all your Wadapalooza stuff out.
I blocked it all out. That was blacked out that weekend, and I was seeing red the whole weekend.
Did you? Sorry, sidetrack, and I just interrupted.
What?
Did you see the West Coast one?
Is in Carson.
In Carson at
That's
StubHub.
really cool.
That kind of makes me want to go.
Really cool.
Kind.
I really like that.
That's awesome. Sorry,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I saw
either.
a video. I go, man, that is actually really cool.
Cool.
Are they going to get to compete in the tennis stadium?
I think so. That's what I heard.
That's so cool.
That would be awesome. So wait, but I don't I
Okay.
still don't understand. Like
Yes.
this was like running and shooting, yeah? Or was it just fitness?
No. That was Luke. Luke
Okay.
doing
Luke,
that
outdoors.
It was the outdoor
games.
Yeah,
that sounded cool too.
And he took second.
On
Whatever.
a shoot off. Yep.
Whatever. I'll let Luke tell his own story. No, it was just really well thought out. Programming was really even. And there's very few people other than, I believe, like him and Darren, as in Rich and Darren, who could program a very good test for a 4-person team without a barbell. We used a barbell one time. We did 30 deadlifts at 365, and that was the only time we touched a barbell. And I felt like there was many opportunities for somebody who was stronger to do well. We flipped the pig. We lunged the worm at a pretty fast pace. We pushed a heavy sled. You had opportunities. You're strong. Like it was just well thought out, well planned out. So if you do want to do a local competition and you're wanting to try out a local competition, you're kind of thinking about competing in CrossFit, do not go to that competition because your expectations will be too high for any others you go to. You have to suffer for a few years.
Crash Crucible too.
Crash Crucible in the fall.
And then Crash
Crescendo for the teams in the spring. Like I think even if I were to not have a team next year, I would probably try to do it again.
Were there 2-person teams?
There was 4-person same sex though. And he did all their workouts were a little different. They did versions of the girl workouts, which were also pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was really refreshing after my last competition being Wadapalooza. Like, it makes me want to compete because how
well it was ran.
This is very minor. He understands that it's a local competition, and he understands there's a lot of divisions. So, like, if you're scaled women's team.
Why are you pointing at me? Go on.
You're scaled women's team.
I'll take it.
And you don't want to stay till, you finish up at 2 o'clock and everyone's going until 6 o'clock. You don't want to stay for the podium ceremony at 6 o'clock. Guess what? Your podium ceremony is immediately when you're done with the last event.
Nice.
They tally scores. They put you on the podium and take a picture. You can leave. Give you your stuff and you can leave. Why don't other competitions do that?
Yeah.
Like, you're there all freaking weekend waiting for the podium ceremony, and then finally they do it. It's 10 people in the stands just because you have to be there for it. There's just so much stuff that just made sense. And, like, the corral wasn't very long, like 10 minutes. And I know that's different at the game because of how big the venue is. But sometimes you're just sitting there for 30 minutes ice cold, just waiting.
Or just having warm-up stuff there. They did
or having warm-up stuff. The games they've done that. So it was just really refreshing.
Nice.
It was very similar. He said, this is a direct quote, that he tries to run his event how he felt like the Mayhem Classic was ran. Nice. Because he said that was probably the best sanctional.
Josh and everybody behind the scenes did a really good job with that.
It was just really good. The programming was good. The atmosphere was good. Like,
look at you little ray of sunshine.
Sorry,
curmudgeon no more.
Sorry,
bro.
I was talking about Mayhem Classic.
Yeah.
But also at Crescendo it was nice. Like,
that's cool.
So much so that I was going to try to help him with Crucible because I was like, dude, I want to be involved. This is cool. That's cool. I like what you're doing here. So sweet. There we go.
Good job, JR.
Equal me out a little bit.
Maybe make it a Mayhem event. Yeah. Just saying.
We could talk about that. I don't mind that.
Yeah. I'll keep going, but
let's end it.
I got nothing.
Ain't got nothing.
Good man.
New York was cool.
New York was cool. Yeah, he went on that trip. Turkey.
Learned a lot about turkeys and turkey activity.
Ben is like a killer this spring.
Yeah.
We've been on 8 or 9 kills?
5 hunts, 8 birds.
5 hunts, 8 birds.
Wow. Like a good luck charm.
Wow.
I know.
I like my.
You've won a
stats
few
so
times.
far.
Did you not kill anything more? You seen been
This
close?
morning we had one gobbling off the roost. They're just not, man.
Oh, you were out this morning?
I think where they moved the season,
Too
we
late.
had 1 week of
late.
really good activity, and now they're all henned up, and
Yep.
people can say what they want, but I think we had one really turkey hunting is no fun if you're not hearing anything.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. And we're seeing them everywhere, but they won't react to a call. They don't give two shits about anything. So that's the hard part.
Yeah, that's because when you go into turkey hunting, you're like it's interactive.
Yeah.
I think that's why people like it so much. Same thing as with elk hunting. It's so interactive, and there's so much you can do to like better your chances. Like deer hunting, you're going in, you're like, okay, I gotta sit still.
This is my chance,
and I can't move. I've seen this deer come through. Like you're going into it with like the fact that you're not doing anything.
Right.
Turkey hunting, you think you can do a ton more and better your
Sometimes
odds.
you can't. Frustrating. But. All right.
Time to get kids.
Peace.